What was that?
Patchy.
Todd, 50 rounds! Rapid! Fire!
Showlanders.
Stop!
Let's go, 2 more!
According to my boss, 4-9, it's going to come down with times where you're going to exploit more.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's something in there that looks like a grenade back out.
Break! Let's go!
The first thing that was going through my mind was actually get fire down range, try and pick our targets, and slow the rate of rounds that were coming at us, and turn it back on them so that keeps their head down instead of us.
As sounds coming at you?
Yeah, there was a lot of rounds coming down, the actual sound of the rounds too. So basically we didn't really think. Training took over straight away. We hit the ground, got straight into cover and returned fire, target indications, and to just try and regain the initiative.
To get back at them?
Yeah, we had our Steyrs and our minimised machine guns. Also, we were using a range of HE natures, such as 40mm and 66 as well.
Great. What'd you do?
The first thing I did was initially get all his gear off him and try and find out where he's been actually shot. Cut his day bag off him and his webbing, and started to remove his armour. The first round that I found was in the lower back, which actually hit the armour and was just a bruise and a few scratches. He then told me that he'd been shot. He believes he'd been shot in the shoulder as well. Continued to remove his shirt, and I found the same thing happened, that it hit the armour and there was a nice bruise and a few scratches there. I then told him to put his webbing back on and start firing again, and we'll sort it out when we get back.
The armour saved his life?
Yes, the armour saved his life, for sure.
Should go with your brick?
Yeah, my section, in particular my brick, performed extremely well. The training took over. No one cracked under the pressure or anything like that, and everyone done an outstanding job. And it's just proud to be with them. Looking forward to getting back and having a few beers with them when we get back.
Yeah, I'm the lead scout for the section. Our section was forward left. We'd stopped for a short harbour, at which time we'd been called in to receive orders for what we were about to do. I stood up and turned around to walk into my section commander. At that time I was shot in the back by a Taliban from the northwest, and after that all hell broke loose. There's bullets flying everywhere.
Right, so what did you do?
I turned back and faced where the bullets had come from to try and see if I could see the enemy. I then hit the ground as fast as possible. I crawled forward and popped back up and started shooting. Initially I knew I'd been shot because it felt like someone had run up behind me and punched me very hard in the back. My initial instinct was just to maintain fire superiority, just keep shooting, get their heads down. After I put my first magazine down, I checked myself to see if there's any blood coming out of my front and then my back, and let the rest of my section know that I'd been shot. After the intensity of the firing had slowed down, our first aider for the section came over to check me out and gave me a once-over. He removed my webbing, lifted up my body armour and cut my shirt open to see if I was bleeding or not.
What did you find?
He said, yep, you've definitely been shot, but it doesn't look like anything's gone through. The body armour saved my life. Nothing, I didn't feel any pain to begin with. My training took over, instinctive, just shoot back. Just make sure that you've got cover, which for me was about a pile of dirt about 30 centimetres high. Yeah, I was actually worried that I might have been sent back to the headquarters for the rest of the mission. I think it was very important that I just kept on going with the job.
Great.